presented by EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Houston Texans. On the Falcons sideline, head coach Raheem Morris. His guys are putting together a season to remember. No blemishes on their record to this point. Opposite him on the Texans sideline, DeMeco Ryans. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. He's got it to Collins, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. And Stroud now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Mixon with a first down carry. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin. Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers
at this point, Call of Duty has better gameplay.
Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's Bijan Robinson.
No gain on the play there, second down.
You can look at the defense for these Texans.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
They spent the week at practice, Sam. We know our rating's not that great, and we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league, but there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over.
Yeah, click off. Truth hurts.
And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from...
Oh, probably.
Did a nice job there, stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss.
A play fake. Now Penix.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
They'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
Let's go now.
They are going for it. Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
And that's a big pickup of a first.
Somebody clicked off my stream as I said that too. Angry as fuck.
Every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 15 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. straight ahead. It's Robinson.
Just a yard on the pickup there. That'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about
A lot of PPL get angry when you diss their favorite game.
the big finish with the tackle?
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinals.
To the air, Penix.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And Oliver. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Now Penix. That is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's Penix.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Bijan Robinson.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston set to take over. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Texans send the punter out.
Back deep, Trey Palmer.
It's taken to the 26. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Damn, your pass D is really last. Look at that squad. Why do you think we are last?
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
You should know why. You've been here a lot. Bad pursuits, bad tackling, CPU breaking down my defense with motions, getting my zones all FAQ. On top of that, class losses.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. And looking to throw, Penix.
Cut zones are only good in Code 2, but the middle of the field is always exposed. I can go on and on. So to simplify it, defense is broken.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Algier going straight ahead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Looking to throw, Penix. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
For the Falcons field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Even with a squad like that, defense is no good.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Oh, the gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
They'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets that. He goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw.
Got a man. It's London.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Still one offense in the lead.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kickoff team.
Penix in the league for MVP for right now.
And Hall not going to bring this one out.
Red asterisk.
They get set to head back on the field here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixing up the middle. And he is swallowed up.
There we go. Pointed out the problem with curve 2 earlier, and there you go. 2 safeties, 1 receiver, still a big gain.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here. This
And then look at the pursuit. I ain't just talking shit. Shouldn't have to click on every damn time.
Defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Yeah, I see that.
Stroud looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Stroud. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Cowboys.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Caught by London.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Falcons 1st down.
Robinson up the middle.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Throw left side. There's London.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Algier will try to pick it up.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
This pass is caught by London.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. And they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Over the middle, caught by London. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London from 19 yards away. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Coup now for the point after.
Defense is still fun.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
6-yard pickup.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
This 2nd and 4. Now Stroud.
To Mixon on the check down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Stroud to throw it.
Open man is Higgins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Jaden Higgins. Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
2nd down and 6 now. Stroud will look to throw once more. And that one's complete once again to Higgins.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
Here's Stroud.
This pass complete to Higgins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's Higgins out of the right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to Dell.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Final 3 weeks of the season are already upon us, and I'll come out and say it. It's when playoff teams become also-rans, and also-rans become playoff teams. Let's dive in. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The Titans at home to take on the New England Patriots. And this is the former Gator, Chim DK. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. He'll take it 65 yards to the end zone. From there, why don't we go to South Philly? Look in on the Eagles. They're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And it's Tua. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. This one's gone to halftime with the Dolphins up by a touchdown. 14-7 the score at halftime. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers hosting the Washington Commanders. And it's Jaden Daniels. One of 2 touchdown passes for him in this first half. The Commanders on top in this one at halftime. With that, time for a look at the playoff picture. Things starting to come into focus in the NFC here in Week 16. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Very tough to still be 14-0 with this defense.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
First down, Atlanta.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 93 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
23 yards, the final tally.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
60 Bison. 60.
Algier will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Offense carrying.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Got his man down, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action. To the right side and caught by Dell. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Second and 5. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
All right.
Stroud off the play fake. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here goes Stroud again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jaden Higgins. Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
Throwing now is Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins,
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
and the Texans have got it back to within a score. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now.
Texans 21.
I guess the coach looked at the 2-point.
No, I can't pick my controller back up.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
110 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
A play fake. Now Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this will be a Falcons first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They run the draw here with Robinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Penix. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. The give is to McLaughlin. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And he is going to slide to a halt inside the 5-yard line. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. To the air, Penix. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Just shy of the goal line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go, Shaq. Cougar 19.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Looking to put a drive together.
Stroud looking to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Stroud.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Stroud to throw it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Stroud.
Open man is Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, let's go. Tony.
Here's Stroud. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
On the quick, right?
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Darnell.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's played well all year long as he enters the home stretch of the season as the NFL leader in touchdown passes. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Throw left side, there's London.
The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He'll try to pick it up himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Penix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This a very important drive. And that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Penix working out of the gun here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get...
I'd like to see the CPU drop the ball in coverage too.
Last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
At the 27-yard line.
Here's a give to Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
They run for it with Mixon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get Phil and protect the ball.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. And looking to throw, Penix.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Stroud and the Texans
down by 10. 1:37 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
Here's Stroud. Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Texans...
Now Stroud.
Dumps it off to Mixon.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. Here's third down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Stroud to throw it. That is caught.
Do I have to click on every time? Is the AI that incompetent?
He's got room to roam. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 31.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
Now y'all see why my defense is really last in the league. Thanks for watching. Go Falcons. Fuck Houston.